to monitor the news about some topic of interest but don't have time to do daily searches on the internet? Wouldn't it be nice if somehow you could have those searches done for you and have them sent to you? I'm Jim Flanagan.
And I'm Sesame Campbell.
And we would like to talk about a way you could make that happen. So this is our Google homepage, and after you went to Google and created your own Gmail account, which I highly recommend, although what Sesame and I are going to do today doesn't need a Google account or a Gmail email address for that matter, we're going to talk about having news sent to you. So we're going to go to the Google page. I'm going to go to More. All these options are available. I'm going to go Even More. And then I'm going to use, Blogger, calendars, lots of things I could do with a Google account. But I'm just going to go straight to alerts. And it turns out that Sesame and I use these alerts quite a bit. Sesame, what do you use alerts for?
Well, Jim, I'm so glad you asked. I use them for lots and lots of things, including breaking news from the New York Times. I used to work for Senator Solan, so I like to know what's going on with him. Also, Assemblyman Molinaro. I'm a sports buff, so I like my favorite teams to pop up every now and then. And also, I like weather alerts.
Well, thank you, Sesame. So our first alert that I'm going to type in here, Google will let me find anything if I ask the question the right way. Let's see how specific I can get. For instance, I want to know about, as a teacher, I want to know about core standards. So I'm going to put those words in quotes. I don't want any page on the internet that has core standards, though. I just want, fairly reputable sources. So I want everything from with the domain name edu. So I can add this at the end of my Google alert. Site .edu. I'm given some options here. Do I want blogs, real-time video? No, I just want news on core standards. How often do I want them? Once a day. Once a week for the core standards, I guess. My volume, the best of results or all results? No, there's going to be a lot of information, I think, so the best results. And there's my Gmail account, and I'd like to click and say create the alert. You can see I have a number of them, and we're going to talk about those. But right now, I would like to add a new alert, and if Stephanie would do that for me.
All right, well, I think I'm going to create an alert about a country that I'm going to visit in February, Barcelona, Spain. And so I'm going to type in Barcelona, Spain, because there are several types of Barcelonas, including a clothing line. So I'm going to put Spain. And
now, exactly how I type this in is exactly the pages I'm going to get back. So you're putting things.
Spain correctly.
So you're going to put, not at all. So you're going to put everything in quotes. So this is exactly, I don't want everything with the word Barcelona or everything with the word Spain. I want pages that have Barcelona, comma, space, and Spain.
Exactly, because those are news stories. That's how they would write a news story, which is what I'm interested in.
So what type of results are you looking for?
Well, Jim, I'm going to put news, and I'd like to see it once a day. And the reason I want to see it once a day, because if I'm going to another country that I haven't been before, and there's a sudden change, especially in political climate, I'd like to make sure I know what's going on.
Let's see. Go right ahead. Create the alert.
Now, yeah. I'll need to send it. I'll need to send it to myself, not to you. I don't think you'd like it if you got all these alerts from Barcelona.
I think you're going to have to log in with your. I don't know if we got. Right now, I only have my email address listed. However,
then you'll get my alerts, Jim.
That'd be fine. I'll make sure I forward them to you. But just to mention real quick the ones I have here already. Let's see. I'm interested in merit pay. Not every page with the word merit or the word pay, but merit pay in quotes. And I just want results from the site New York Times. My son's interested in string theory, so I want to know everything about string theory, but not from every site, just the sites with the domain extension edu. My Windows Phone 7, I'm going to show you the results of some of this right now. My Windows Phone 7 results didn't come up as well as I'd hoped. So after running these alerts for a week or so, this is what my email looks like right now. So I've already got a result from my core standards. Google's already gone out and done a search for information on core standards. So each one of these is a page that I would have gotten if I did a Google search. And I'm just going to click on that first one, and I'm going to find out what they say at Yield. Oh, the Chronicle has some information about standards in English and math. Well, that's fantastic. All right, so I'm already getting results from my Google search. Let's see. My string theory, I only get a few of those, which is great. I only want a few results a day. My Windows Phone 7, however, that got a little ridiculous. I get alerts I get about 100 results a day from my Windows Phone 7, and that's just too much. I mean, I might as well search the internet on my own. That did no good at all. Some other alerts we'd like to try to add, just to let everybody know how you can do your Google searches. We have an administrator who's interested in teacher training. I'm going to type plus signs. I'm going to type plus signs in front of my words because I don't want any pages that just have teacher or just have training. I want each one of these words in here. They actually are using avatars, that is virtual people, in a classroom, and they're doing it right now in California. So, Fornia. And I'd like the results of that research. I'd like just the news. I'd like it once a day. I'd like to keep up to date on that. Only the best results in my email, so we're going to create that one. Let's see. We need another.
Well, I'm going to Africa this summer. I'm going back to Tanzania, so I think I'm going to put in, for my alert, Tanzania. There aren't too many Tanzanias around, so I think I'm safe to say that if I stick to just Tanzania, and I click under
That's probably a safe bet.
News,
And how often would you like these results?
well, again, I'd like to know, things are pretty interesting in that part of the world, so changes occur probably daily at times. So I'm
Okay.
going to put once a day.
All right. All right. I'm going to mention two more, just so you have that information. I have a colleague who is very interested in the epidemic or disaster going on with the dead black birds. So they would like these results probably as it happens, as quickly as they can. I have another friend who is interested in their stocks. They would like to keep up on the company Caterpillar. And they just want the results from CNN. So if I search Caterpillar on CNN, I'm just going to get those stock results. So how many alerts do you have right now, Sesame?
I probably have about 12 to 15 alerts.
All right.
How many alerts can we do, Jim?
Actually, I have a list going right now. It looks like I got about 12 or so. I could do, Google let me do up to 1,000 different alerts, and I could get these every day, which probably would take up a little too much of my time. So I think we're going to end it with that. I hope that answers a lot of people's questions. If anybody has any more, they can certainly email me or Sesame. We'd be glad to help you. I'm Jim Flanagan.
And I'm Sesame Campbell.
Thank you for listening.